Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Jaxson Hayes has been playing well for the Lakers and has caught the attention of other teams who want to sign him in free agency. Jaxson Hayes is not yet the ideal center to be an absolute starter, but he can contribute a lot to the second unit and is currently a starter and has not disappointed. The Lakers need to be careful and keep the player. Even if they sign another great center for next season, Jaxson Hayes will be important for the rotation. The Phoenix Suns and other teams are interested in signing Jaxson Hayes in free agency. Los Angeles Lakers big man Jaxson Hayes hasn't suited up for the storied franchise since March 6 thanks to a knee injury, but he's stepped his game up ever since the team parted ways with star Anthony Davis. In 9 games played with Los Angeles following the All-Star break, he's averaging 8.6 points, 5.9 rebounds, and 1.2 blocked shots per game. Additionally, he's shooting an impressive 74.4% from the field in that span. However, Hayes will hit unrestricted free agency after this season, and according to The Athletic's Jovan Buha, the 24-year-old will have his fair share of suitors this summer who will attempt to poach Hayes from the Lakers. I believe the Lakers have his bird rights, but I still think there's a limitation to how much they could pay him, Buha said of Hayes. They could use that taxpayer MLE on him, but I could see him potentially being a casualty just because of circumstance like we saw with Malik Monk where the Lakers kind of got priced out based on their financial limitations. So, if a team threw the non-taxpayer at Jaxson after the way he's played this season, I would not be shocked if that happened. And I think he would have to obviously return from this injury, continue to play well, be healthy the rest of the way and maybe Lakers go on a run to conference finals. And if he's a big part of that, I think there will be suitors who look at the pedigree of being a former lottery pick, look at the age, look at the skill set, look at the improvement and try to poach him from the Lakers. If how the Lakers have fared lately is of any indication, the team has felt Hayes' absence. After Los Angeles rattled off an 8-game winning streak not long ago, the squad is amid a stretch of subpar play. The Lakers are losers of every one of their last 4 games played and have not played well on the defensive end of the floor as of late. Los Angeles has allowed 111+ points in every game in that stretch and most recently allowed the Denver Nuggets to score a whopping 131 points on March 14. Nuggets star Nikola Jokic shot 17 free throws against Los Angeles, while the Lakers mustered just 16 shots from the charity stripe as a team. But on the bright side, it seems as if Hayes' return to the court for Los Angeles could be imminent. He's listed as probable to suit up in the Lakers' matinee game against the Phoenix Suns on Sunday. If he does indeed play against the Suns, hopefully his presence will be enough to help the Lakers snap their losing streak and get back to their winning ways. Los Angeles sits as the number 5 seed in the West with a record of 40-25 on the season but is well within arm's reach of the number 2 seed. The Lakers are just 1.5 games back of the Houston Rockets, who are riding a 6-game winning streak at the moment, in the standings with 17 games remaining in Los Angeles's 82-game slate. Jaxson Hayes happy to be back healthy and contributing for Lakers. Jaxson Hayes' importance to the Los Angeles Lakers has grown exponentially since the Anthony Davis trade as not only has his play improved, but the team's center depth behind him is not great. That was evident during the Lakers' recent road trip when Hayes missed all 4 games due to swelling in his knee and as a result, the team went 0-4. Hayes returned to the lineup against the Phoenix Suns on Sunday afternoon and picked up where he left off, finishing with 19 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal and 1 block on 8 of 10 shooting in the Lakers' win. After the game, Hayes discussed how it felt to be back in the lineup contributing for his team as they snapped their losing streak. "It was great being back on the court. They made things really easy for me tonight so it was nice," Hayes said. Hayes has already built a strong chemistry as a lob threat for Luka Doncic, who he praised for being able to find him at the rim. "That's the best point guard in the league, so I trust he's gonna find me every time I get open," Hayes said. "My job is just to try to get him open as well. It's like a relationship, where you both gotta contribute something. Teams have been trying to double-team Doncic on pick-and-rolls, which means Hayes has often gotten the ball in the short roll with the chance to playmake for himself or his teammates. "I'm real comfortable playing that spot, that's been my job for a few years now," he added. "I just know if somebody blitzes Luka or blitzes our guards, I got a shot roll. When I get it there and I look and see someone in front of the hoop in front of me, I know somebody in the corners is open, so I just try to find which one it is." Hayes contributed 3 assists in the Lakers' win over the Suns as he continues to show the strides he has made this season in all aspects of his game. The hope is that he can stay healthy, as in a short period of time, Hayes has become one of the most important players on this Lakers roster. Luka Doncic speaks to Jaxson Hayes' impact. Jaxson Hayes' teammates realize how important he is to this team, as Luka Doncic spoke about it after the Lakers win over the Suns. "You can see it. You can see the difference," Doncic said after the win. "For me, it helps me a lot. But he helps the whole team. Just getting blocked shots, take rebounds, throw. He can do a lot of things, and we missed it for sure." Luka Doncic heaps praise on LA Lakers player who returned from injury in win vs Suns, helps the whole team. Luka Doncic stepped up for the LA Lakers with 33 points as they ended their 4-game losing streak to secure a 107-96 win against the Phoenix Suns. He also grabbed 11 rebounds and had 8 assists on the night to lead the team to a win in the absence of LeBron James. Doncic was still putting up great numbers, including a 45-point game against the Milwaukee Bucks, but his scoring was not helping the team get wins. Lakers center Jaxson Hayes returned from injury after a 4-game absence, and he proved to be the missing piece that helped them get over the line. Doncic shared some appreciation towards Hayes on his 19-point game in the win against the Suns. Luka Doncic shows Hayes appreciation for his performance. Luka Doncic has been a player who has thrived with a lob threat on his team, and that is exactly what Hayes is. In his absence, the team were missing a player who could catch lobs and also contribute on the defensive end with his energy. Speaking on Hayes in his post-game press conference, Doncic said, "You can see the difference for me, he helps me a lot, but he helps the whole team. Getting blocked shots, big rebounds, roll, he can do a lot of things. We missed him for sure." Hayes has been a key player for the Lakers. Hayes has been a key part of J.J. Redick's team in their improved performances in 2025. He has averaged 6.7 points per game, but is shooting at a highly efficient 72% from the field. Already playing without James, the team seemed to struggle offensively, and to make matters worse, Hayes was ruled out due to a knee injury. But Hayes returned back with a big performance and proved he was a vital piece on the roster. Speaking about how difficult it was to sit out, Hayes said, "It's always hard watching your brothers go to battle and you got to sit there on the sidelines or at home and watch them. So that one always hurts. But I'm just happy to be back with the guys and happy to get this win tonight." Hayes was also praised by his head coach for his performances, who stated his cognitive load was his biggest improvement this season. After last season, it seemed like Hayes' stint with the Lakers would end in a similar way his time with the New Orleans Pelicans came to an end. However, he has shown great improvement, and with Doncic now on the team, Hayes is able to make a big impact on the way the Lakers play. This article first appeared on NBA Analysis Network and was Syndicate. 3 ways J.J. Redick can use lessons from Nuggets' loss to steer Lakers to wins in LeBron James' absence. The Los Angeles Lakers have lost 4 straight games after a stellar stretch that started in January. Now, with LeBron James and a few others struggling with injuries, J.J. Redick and his available players have a tough task to try and stem this stretch of losses. They were blown out by the Milwaukee Bucks in their previous game. That performance gave everyone the indication that Luka Doncic's performances were not enough to help them win. They were not defensively as resilient as they were before, and that led to them bleeding a lot of points. Coming to their game against the Denver Nuggets today, Doncic did not suit up. The team had to call in Bronny James from the G League to help fill the bench. What many considered was going to be a blowout eventually turned into an exciting game. Austin Reeves and Dalton Knecht led the Lakers to lead the Nuggets with less than a minute to go, only for them to eke out 3 plays that turned the game on its head. But this game showed 3 ways JJ Redick can help the Lakers play a good brand of basketball. Spread the scoring burden. The Bucks used a clever plan when they blew the Los Angeles Lakers out. They let Luka Doncic score at will while clamping down the rest of the players. This meant they could essentially defend 5 against 4. But tonight's game against the Denver Nuggets was different. With scoring primarily spread to 2 players, the Nuggets could not isolate one. Then the Lakers bench scored in spurts, further causing problems for the home team. If Redick can spread the offense around while keeping Doncic as the primary playmaker, the team can play a lot better. If Luka Doncic gets going early, opposition defenders will start paying attention. Then, he can help his teammates to start scoring, which can now confuse the opposition game plan. If defenses try to limit Doncic early, he can resort to his array of magical passes to get his teammates going. This spread-out offense is more potent and effective than having all eggs in one basket like they did against the Bucks. Considering they have back-to-back games, this varied offense will also help players stay fresh. Overdependence on one can exhaust that player earlier than desired. JJ Redick has to demand defensive perfection from the bench. In today's game against the Denver Nuggets, the Los Angeles Lakers did not have a couple of their best defenders. Even then, whenever the bench came in, they stopped the home team from opening up a gap. That defense was responsible for keeping the game in hand in that crucial fourth quarter. Considering bench players are hungry for playing time, Redick can coax them to concentrate on just defense. That will be enough to ensure the game stays within reach and their offensive players get enough rest. Defending in space was the Lakers' biggest weapon starting from January. All the team needs to do is to ensure their effort levels are high. A lack of effort allows the opposition easy points, as was evident against the Milwaukee Bucks. Effort on every possession. One of the major problems the Los Angeles Lakers faced in November and December was a lack of effort. In the tight Western Conference, one loss can alter the standings. When those losses multiply, a team can end up in an unfavorable playoff matchup. Last season, the Denver Nuggets gave up a visit to the White House to focus on playoff position. If the men in purple and gold can get that message across, their effort levels should be back to it has been. Their collective effort can help them stop this streak of losses. Since they are returning home, at least they do not have to worry about jet lag. All they need to do is to keep the effort levels up, and they could keep the team from falling beyond 5th. Any lower, and the team risks a first-round playoff exit. The Lakers have shown they are good enough to stay above that. Jaxson Hayes' bump further proves Lakers must find Luka Doncic a center ASAP. Doncic has Hayes playing the best basketball of his career in Los Angeles. Many skeptics were quick to catastrophize the Los Angeles Lakers' situation in the frontcourt as a doomsday scenario after the NBA trade deadline had passed and the team was left with Jaxson Hayes as the only notable option down low. With well over a month having passed since the deadline, it has been clear that the sky is certainly not falling in Los Angeles. JJ Redick and his staff have implemented a lot of small ball lineups to cover up for the lack of depth in the frontcourt rotation. However, a lot of credit should be given to Hayes as well. The sixth-year pro has done a serviceable job at center, executing what has been asked of him in his role fairly well. The experience has offered an opportunity to see just how much Luka Doncic is capable of elevating the big men he plays with. It should have also reassured Rob Pelinka and the Lakers front office why it will be important to eventually get the upgrade at the position that they missed out on initially. Upgrading the frontcourt will take the Lakers to the next level. The argument here is simple. Hayes has looked like a much better player since the arrival of Doncic in Los Angeles. In the 13 games that the Lakers center has played since Luka donned purple and gold for the first time, Hayes has averaged 9.3 points, 5.7 rebounds, 1.2 blocks, and 0.8 steals while shooting a sizzling 77.3% from the field. The Lakers' big man should certainly not be absolved of credit for buying into what the team is doing and delivering to the best of his ability. However, it is tough to deny the aspects in which it is clear Doncic has elevated his running mate. Offensively, the job has been simple: roll to the rim, be a lob threat, and create an outlet for Luka's elite vision and passing ability. The duo have managed to find consistent results by executing that simple formula. There is no doubt Hayes has proven himself a good fit with Donich and should be brought back this offseason when the Texas alumni hits unrestricted free agency. However, slotting him back into the backup spot would be best for the Lakers.